This is not a weight loss story. This is not a get better quick story. This is a finally fix my goddamn bloating, fix my gut, fix my microbiome, feel healthier and happier story. A little context. When I was 14, I had appendicitis. My appendix burst and it became peritonitis. Very dangerous, nearly died, was in hospital for 6 months. A lot of scar tissue, damaged my gut. That's the headlines. Since then, I've suffered from many gut problems causing me physical and emotional pain, discomfort, and embarrassment ever since. Sound familiar? If you're like me, you've tried many diets and focused on specific food groups over the years. Nothing's really worked long term though. And what do you try when there's so much conflicting advice?
Protein.
Proteins.
Proteins.
Protein bar?
You need your protein.
So protein is the most important thing to heal your gut, right? Right?
Fat.
Healthy fats.
The human body needs these fats.
Wait, so fats are actually good and they're what we should focus on, right? Right?
Carbs.
Carbohydrates.
Complex carbohydrates.
Whoa. So carbs get into your system faster, which may be better for your microbiome, right? Right? It's not right, is it?
Carnivore.
Carnivore. So only meat.
Vegan.
So no meat.
Dairy.
Sugar.
Oh, what is happening? This is so confusing, it's so contradictory, and why am I up a tree? I feel like there's something missing. There's something that's not focused on compared to everything else. What's it called? What's happening? Where's all the fibre? Ow! Okay, I guess fiber's not very important then. So surely that's not going to be the thing that's going to help all of our gut problems. Right? Right? Oh. One year ago, I was living that bloated life, wondering how my friend could eat a meal and not feel terrible afterwards. She was like,
"Should we go for a drink?"
And I replied, "No, I've got work to do, I think, and some other stuff, so sorry." We both know that was a big fat lie. If I was telling the truth, I would have said, "Actually, in about 20 minutes, I'm gonna blow up like a balloon. I'm gonna feel super uncomfortable. I'm not really gonna be able to move. I'm gonna be in a little bit of pain. I'm gonna think everybody's watching me, whether they are or not. I'm gonna need to be near a toilet or on a toilet for about 20 minutes, so that's why I can't come." You can see why the lie was easier. And as the lies became consistent, I normalized my gut problems. I'd given up trying to find a solution. The discomfort, the embarrassment. After 13 years, this was just my life. I was at a loss, so I did what anyone would do. Forget about my problems and scroll social media. On the 25th of April, 2023, the algorithm threw me a lifeline. Thomas is a co-founder of a company called Myota. They produce prebiotic fibre blends, in fact, the only prebiotic fibre that trials with the National Health Service here in the UK. I knew what probiotics were, where you take capsules filled with billions of bacteria strains. I'd taken these before, just with limited success. What I didn't know was what prebiotics were. Could it be the thing I've been looking for? Well, it was time to find out.
Prebiotic fiber.
There's a phrase in English, straight from the horse's mouth. For those that don't know, it means hearing information straight from the person who has direct personal knowledge in it. That person was Thomas from Myota. That information was his reply on TikTok. But one message does not a lifestyle change make.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you want a drink or not?
Sorry, I'll take a large iced Americano, black Americano. Can't take the dairy. I needed more information to help me, to help you. And in this analogy, it meant I needed to go to the stable with a bucket of carrots and hope the co-founder of Myota would sit down and educate me.
So my name is Thomas Gari, and I'm a gut microbiome scientist. Myota is a company that produces mixtures of dietary fibers that target the bacteria in your gut that keep you healthy. Fiber are sugar chains that are parts of foods that you eat that won't actually be degraded by your body. They'll go right through to the bacteria in your gut, and it's actually food for them, not food for us.
Ah, okay, I've got that. But what about pro, post, and prebiotics?
Probiotics are microorganisms that you can consume, and then you've got postbiotics, which are essentially the chemicals produced by the good bacteria. Prebiotics, they're the food for the good bacteria in your gut.
Okay, herein lies my problem. Remember I said I had only temporary relief using probiotics? If my gut is a buffet, I've basically been adding more guests to the party without increasing the amount of food.
So hungry.
Sure, they'll last for a while, but eventually... What I haven't done is taken prebiotic fiber, where I'm not adding more guests, but instead adding more of the food the existing guests want and need to help them thrive and increase. I have no idea what's happening, but I'm okay with it. But hold on a second, this might sound like a simple question, but why do I need myota? Can't I just get the fiber that I need from my food?
To give you an example, in an apple, you've got 1 gram of fermentable fiber, and that's considered quite a good source. You should be getting about 30 grams a day. So it's extremely difficult to eat enough fermentable fiber, and that's why we've created myota to help people who are already making an effort there just supplement and make sure they get over the line.
With that cleared up, a plan was forming. I needed to take prebiotic fiber to hopefully fix my gut by feeding the bacteria what they need to be happy and healthy. I do this by committing to take myota daily for an entire year, which would also make me their longest clinical trial. But there was 2 big issues. 1, how the hell can I measure this? To rule out the placebo effect, I needed data to show me if taking myota was physically actually helping me or not. And 2, what the hell is a microbiome? Why is it gaining popularity? And why is it seemingly so important?
Hi Aiden, how are you?
Hi. Good. Yeah, not bad, thanks. Ready to find out how healthy or unhealthy, I suppose, I am on the inside. I needed to see the current condition of my microbiome, and luckily for me, myota offered an at-home test. I decided to do this before I even ordered myota, so I had a really clear picture of what my gut looked like before the experiment began.
My name is Caitlin. I am a dietitian here at Myota, but also more importantly to me is that I'm a gut microbiome researcher.
The gut microbiome is the collection of microorganisms that lives in our gut. And together, they form what we've started to call the invisible organ, because they act as an organ collectively and promote our health in a variety of ways.
With the kit, all you have to do is follow a simple set of instructions and send back a tiny stool sample. I don't have B-roll of getting the sample inside the tiny vial, so please enjoy this video of a really cool mushroom. Hey guys, look at this cool mushroom. Kinda like the ones in Mario. Back to the test. After a few weeks, your personalized report will find its way to your inbox.
So microbiome diversity takes 2 things into consideration. It looks at the sheer number of different gut bacteria that you have. So how many different species, or I guess animals, live in your gut. And the second component is the distribution of them. So you might have a zoo with 100 different species, but if you've got 99 zebra and 1 lion, then that's not considered a very equally distributed system.
So a higher diversity score is good, but only of like good bacteria? Like say you had 100 vultures. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't want those in there. So this is really having different strains of just the good bacteria. That's kind of what you want, right?
That's correct. You've scored a 67 out of a possible 100, and this is a really good place to be.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If only it was that simple. Confusingly, although my diversity score was good, it didn't mean my microbiome was actually helping me.
So instead of asking what gut bacteria you have, the more important question is, what are they doing and how are they helping you and your health?
If I had an arch enemy, it'd be bloating. Or maybe this guy from a previous video. That guy was intense.
I'll be seeing you in a future video.
Maybe I should lock the doors. Anyway, I hope you sat down for this next part, as for me this was a revelation. What if I told you your bloating might not be bloating?
It might be useful to go through sort of where your gut health is at the moment.
Well, yeah, how long have you got? Make a coffee, sit down, make some popcorn. Bloating physically affects so many of us. You feel tired, you can't tie your belt, You get easily irritated and have brain fog. It's a nightmare. Mentally, we can feel embarrassed, extremely self-conscious. You feel ugly and as if everyone's looking at you, which of course, you know, they're not. It's all in your head, really. For me, my confidence becomes a punching bag, slapped and socked and smacked around until it's just easier to not eat that food or not go to that place, or in extreme cases, just stay at home. And the most confusing and frustrating thing, sometimes it happens when I haven't even eaten anything.
What do you think would have caused that? Look how much I'm bloated. There's stretch lines from bloating. What do you think caused that? You didn't guess it right. It's water. Intermittent fasting. I've had nothing else but a glass of water, well, a couple of glasses of water.
Your normal isn't healthy. It's not normal. You shouldn't have to live with bloating, and you shouldn't have to have a glass of water and then become bloated and uncomfortable and grumpy for the rest of the day.
Keeping your gut microbiome happy is one of the best things you can do for your health.
We know that inflammation can affect the brain and can affect things like cognitive function and memory and stress and mood.
It'll promote positive mental health benefits like low stress, anxiety, reduced risk of depression.
3/4 of your immune cells are located on the lining of your gut.
It actually improves metabolic health and immune health.
And there are a couple of ways that we can target and help your gut bacteria reduce that level of inflammation in your body.
It's a fundamental part of our overall health and well-being that we really need to look after better.
Which will help almost every aspect of your health.
So perhaps due to my operations and the damage to my gut, what I thought was bloating has sometimes been chronic inflammation. And with inflammation being a key factor in many serious diseases, could strengthening my microbiome give me the support I need to radically fight back against 24 years of inconvenience, mental and physical pain, my so-called normality?
So looking at your top 3 most abundant gut bacteria, there's one in particular that I'd like to hone in on, and that's one called Faecalibacterium, which is a ridiculous name, but it's a really important gut bacteria because it's involved in reducing inflammation by producing a really important substance called butyrate.
Wait, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here, but what if butyrate was the hero I never knew I always needed?
So it's a byproduct of them eating the fibre, this butyrate.
Exactly. It's one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory substances that our gut bacteria produce. We do know that butyrate can affect things like stress, anxiety, and mood, even things like concentration, focus, and cognitive function.
This sounds like the most important thing that not many people know about.
So it has effects not just in the gut, but throughout the whole body, increasing the bacteria that can produce a substance that can reduce inflammation. We're starting to see a theme here, a goal, a mission.
I love it when a plan comes together.
It's almost as exciting as hitting the subscribe button. Almost.
Your butyrate efficiency score is very low.
So my gut at the moment is not producing the single best thing it can produce to help lower inflammation and just help me improve my health in general, is what you're saying.
Unfortunately. So this is the main thing that I think we need to focus on for the next 12 months to reduce inflammation, to reduce symptoms of bloating, indigestion, and just to feel a lot more like yourself.
Whenever you're lonely, just pick up the phone and call me. I'll be there. Girl, let me show you. You're my one and only, like I told you. I'll be there. And if you get blue, I got the loving for you. Yeah, I'll be there. Your heartache, it kills me, but your loving, it thrills me. I'll be there. Whatever tomorrow may hold, I know you're the one for me, child. And need your love and I long for your touch. Won't you tell me I'll be there? Your loneliness kills me, but your loving it thrills me. Won't you speak those words? I'll be there. Whatever tomorrow may hold, I know you're the one for me, child. And when we're together, my love, you give me hope and a way to cope. Yeah, yeah.
It's really exciting to see business metrics improving, but when we get a customer tell us that their symptoms have gone away, this is just the most fulfilling thing, you know, because you actually have an impact on people's lives. And that's not about business, that's about humanity.
Hi, Kaylin. How you doing? It's been a while.
Hi, Aidan. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Feeling very good. A little bit, not nervous, not anxious, but I'm eager to find out the results.
So to start with, your diversity score. You've actually increased that diversity even further. And the good news is that the biggest differences we've seen are in those really healthy anti-inflammatory promoting bacteria. And you've increased substantially in terms of your Bloating production. Faecalibacterium, one of the biggest drivers of butyrate. The other really important one that's increased is one called bifidobacterium. The fact that you've increased that is fantastic for many different functions. What we've seen today is one of the biggest changes that I've seen. You've gone from a low butyrate production score to one that's very high, which means that your body is now able to break down and digest many different types of plant-based foods to produce that anti-inflammatory substance. Probably why you're feeling a bit more energized, bloating's disappeared, you're feeling less stressed.
All right, well, thanks, Caitlin, and thank you again for your time, and have a great day.
You're so welcome, Aidan.
It's safe to say that myota has made a huge difference in my life and a massive impact on my general well-being. The microbiome is incredibly powerful, and despite its importance, research into it is still in its infancy. Despite many mysteries yet to uncover, what I do know is, after taking prebiotic fibre for a year, I'm healthier, I'm happier, I'm more comfortable, and I'm more confident. The fruits and vegetables that used to bloat me now support me, as my microbiome is able to convert much more of those vegetables into butyrate and fight against inflammation on my behalf. Of course, if I eat dishes heavy in oils, sugar, or fried foods, I'll still encounter bloating and inflammation. But I'm human, and as long as I have these foods in moderation, it's manageable. And besides, what's life without a little deep-fried rebellion? I need to say a huge thank you to the team at Myota. They've supported me and this channel, allowing me access, giving their time, and answering all my questions. And I had a lot of questions. They're incredibly knowledgeable, passionate, and truly believe in their mission. And I'm super lucky to be not only one of the people they've helped, but also have the ability to join them in helping others. In case you couldn't tell, I can't recommend Myota enough. Whether you have gut problems or not, I've recommended it to all my family and friends, and if you want to try it for yourself, they've given me a personalised code to give you a really incredible discount. You can find that in the description below. I suggest a 3-month supply and staying as consistent as possible. And if you do try it, please, please, please come back to this video, pop a comment down below and tell me how good you feel. Living with gut problems, or IBS, or inflammation, it's honestly something you just get used to and you accept it. And it's only when you start to heal that you realise just how good you can feel, both physically and mentally. You don't have to be uncomfortable. You don't need to feel down. You don't have to be embarrassed. And you don't have to secretly hope your bloat-free friend chokes on that delicious croissant.
What?
This was a long experiment, but one that was so worthwhile. Not only for me, but I hope for you too. If you know someone else this video could help, please share it with them and say hello in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you're looking to start from scratch and build your own microbiome back up from nothing, you might find this video interesting, where I didn't eat for 5 days. Yes, 5 entire days. Didn't really think this through. Anyway, have a good day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you over here. Ciao for now.